Top 5 things to avoid when buying body piercing jewelry. Coming up next on Piercing Top 5, episode number 7. For those that are new to the channel, welcome to the Body Piercing and Tattooing channel. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Hope you're finding them helpful and useful, but you might not know who I am. My name is DaVo. I'm a professional body piercer and have been since 1994. I own and operate the Axiom Body Piercing Studio, located right here in Des Moines, Iowa, inside Skin Kitchen Tattoo. So let's move on to the subject at hand. Top 5 reasons that you should avoid buying a piece of body piercing jewelry. Number 5, if it is labeled as hypoallergenic. Hypoallergenic is not a technical term of any way, shape, or form. There is no legitimacy to that name or use of that word in any way, shape, or form. It is something that was made up by, a jewelry manufacturer in retail outlet, to be unnamed, as a way of trying to sell their less than biocompatible jewelry as biocompatible. Basically, it's a nonsensical term. It doesn't mean anything, and it doesn't give you any more protection than the rest of the jewelry that is probably in that place. Biocompatible or implant grade certified is what you want to seek when you're buying jewelry. Now, this is materials like implant grade stainless surgical steel, titanium, implant grade or biocompatible titanium, niobium, or 14 karat gold, nickel free or better. Next one, number 2, electroplated jewelry. There are a lot of things on the market that are plated or covered or coated. PVD is different from electroplating. The problem with electroplating is it tends to, when it starts coming off, instead of just wearing off on a micro level, it peels off in these big chunks. It's almost like you have if you ever had a sunburn and you start peeling, that skin starts to peel off to reveal that new skin underneath. That's how electroplating comes off. And those chunks can get in a healing piercing or even a healed piercing and cause agitation issues. Never put plated jewelry in a piercing. Now, PVD coated, it's done in an entirely different method, and it's a lot safer, especially if it is over titanium. Basically, all you're dealing with is a very, very thin layer, in most cases of 14 or 24 karat gold. It's more likely to wear off than it is to break off in giant pieces and cause issues. Number 3, externally threaded jewelry. If you're buying a piece of jewelry in 2023 and it is externally threaded, you are buying stuff that is made by a manufacturer that is less than reputable and probably very low end. And that brings into question the quality of the jewelry and also what the material actually is. Internally threaded is the option that you should always go for. Even some of the cheaper manufacturers now offer internally threaded. Externally threaded is just going to be something that's probably been sitting around for a while. No externally threaded jewelry, always internally threaded. And for those that don't know the difference, externally threaded is where the ball acts like a nut and screws onto the post. Internally threaded is where the end or ball has a little piece of threading that comes off of it and threads into the post itself. Number 2, jewelry bought in giant packages, usually retail outlet. They have like 8 rings for $20 or 8 rings for $5 or 15 nostril screws for $2. This is just a sign of extremely low quality jewelry. It's very inexpensively made. God knows what it's actually made out of, and you should avoid it. Places that sell this stuff usually are at the mall or a big box store or a retailer that has absolutely nothing to do with body piercing. Also, be cautious of anything that you're buying online, like Amazon, where you can get like 100 rings for $20. You're going to get $100. You're going to get $20 worth of 100 rings, and they're not going to be good quality, and they're not going to be something you want to put in your body. And let's move on to number 1, silver or sterling. One of the most common things I've heard over the years is I can only wear silver jewelry. Somehow they think that this is going to be better than other materials, and the reality is silver usually contains a lot of nickel, a lot of additional added alloys to strengthen it, make it shiny. And the reality is that even silver itself, if it is a piercing in your mucous membrane, like a nostril, which is most commonly where people tend to put these little sterling rings they find at the flea market or at some place at the mall or online, they're usually made of silver. The problem with that is that your nose is a mucous membrane. Silver will leak out what's called silver salts. Your body will then absorb it, and it can lead to what's called silver poisoning, which is a permanent discolorization of the area around the piercing. You'll end up with this bluish-black mark. Only way to remove it is surgically, and that's the only way to get rid of it. So, yes, stay away from sterling jewelry or silver jewelry. If you want that look, you can get it with titanium, and you can get it with implant-grade stainless steel if you don't have a nickel issue. If you have an additional thing that should be avoided when buying jewelry, please leave a comment. We love to spread information to the community here whenever possible. Till next time, here's hoping your piercing seal of ease and without a single issue. And if you're in the Des Moines, Iowa area, I hope to see you for your body piercing needs in the future. Have a good day, everybody. Take care. And check out this other video.